Yo, what is up, sexy beast? Crazy Rabbit here, and I get asked all the time, hey Rabbit, can you show us all of your deaths while you try to go to round 50? I bet it would be a huge rage montage. And while yes, there would be many of rages being had, especially when I die 3 fucking times on round 49 on certain maps, fuck you, Die Rise, I usually don't record when I go to round 50 just because those files would be fucking huge and I don't feel like dealing with that. But I actually do record all of my deaths when I am on round 50, and I would say 50% of the time, I usually just quit the game because once I get all the footage I need, there's no reason for me to keep playing. I'm too lazy to go to round 100. That's just way too much time that I don't have to be spending on something that's completely useless. But there are the occasional times when I happen to die, and I thought I would put them all in this video and talk about it and show you guys how I died, what I could have done better, so that way you guys can learn from my bald mistakes. And I went through all the footage that I had, and I noticed a common theme. There was 4 specific ways that I died each and every time, and we're gonna go through all those 4 right now, so let's jump right into it. So we're gonna keep it kind of chill for the first death. I noticed a common theme that I like to Blades of Glory this shit a lot. And what I mean by that is I know I'm gonna end the game, so I usually go out fighting. I usually go out trying to kill a bunch of zombies. Like in this footage, you can see me using the PM63 and just sitting in a corner. Like, I know I'm gonna die. I know the fucking PM63 isn't gonna take them all out. It's not gonna be my savior. I usually just go down with the Titanic. I know I'm gonna die and I wanna go out looking cool. Similar with this Origins footage right here. I knew I was gonna die. I'd gotten all the footage that I wanted. I was kind of just running around until I died. I had gotten all the stuff I needed. There was no reason for me to keep playing. I didn't feel like just going to quit because that's boring. I want to go out looking cool, looking styling, you know, being the Fresh Prince. And what better way to do that than to kamikaze the zombies with a grenade that stops killing on like round 4. So the next death that I noticed that happens a lot more than not is the monkey bomb death. So basically this includes me throwing a monkey bomb, a Gersh device, or whatever equivalent it is in that game, and it not working, or it not doing its job, or me throwing it in a bad location, and the zombies just absolutely swarming me. And I usually do this when I'm trying to hit the box. It just gives me that couple seconds to hit the box, grab the gun I needed. So I'm not trying to die during these footages. I'm actually trying to get weapons for my round 50 series or trying to get footage. So with this moon gameplay right here, I just didn't give the Gersh device enough time to actually activate. I threw it way too late. I should have thrown it way earlier so that way it actually activates and starts sucking up the zombies. Because you can see after I died, it still did activate, but I just didn't use it quick enough. Now this next footage is on the Giant. Now this one is just strictly bad fucking luck. There is no excuse about this one. I think I even made a video a long time about it. And if you watch closely, you can see that I threw the monkey bomb and then hit the pipe and it went out of bounds. And if a monkey bomb goes out of the map, it doesn't work, its effect is no longer activated, Samantha's just going to laugh at you. So I threw the monkey bomb, it hit the pipe, and it went outside the map, and the monkey bomb didn't activate, and I thought it was going to activate, so I was getting ready to go to the box, and unfortunately, I just happened to end up dying. So with this last footage on WAW-BO3, if I remember correctly, I think I was trying to get a specific gobblegum to use on round 50. I had used all my monkey bombs to keep hitting the gobblegum machine over and over again because I just wasn't getting the one I needed, and I can't for the life of me remember which one I was trying to fucking get. But I'd used my last monkey bomb to hit it, so I tried to use the Dragon Strike, and the Dragon Strike does have that monkey bomb effect. So in my mind, I was like, okay, all the zombies will go to it, it's not going to last as long as the monkey bomb, but it'll give me enough time to grab what I want and then run away from here. Unfortunately, I was incredibly mistaken, and all the zombies just said, fuck the Dragon Strike, I like that Mr. Clean looking motherfucker, and they all started running after me, and I died. So the moral of those 3 deaths is, if you're gonna use a Gersh device, a monkey bomb, a little Arnie, give yourself plenty of prep time, and make sure you're throwing it inside the map. That's really the best advice I can give you. Just make sure you know what you're doing, don't try to rush throw it, because I would say there's a 50% chance you're gonna die. The next couple of deaths, I'm kind of just gonna call like beware of your surroundings, or rule number 1 of zombies, watch your back, because these deaths all involve me dying while trying to shoot a horde of zombies. So in this first clip right here in WAW-BO3, I think this is the FFAR, and I was trying to get some footage for this, and I was just focused on using the FFAR, and I wasn't watching my back. Rule number 1, watch your back. I was unaware of my surroundings, and I just started backpedaling up, and as soon as I turned around, there were more zombies coming my way, and I didn't have enough time to switch to my other weapon, and I was basically fucked at this point. There was nothing I could have done. If I had been aware of my surroundings and known those zombies were actually going to come and gotten into a better location to shoot the zombies, I would not have died. There's just so many things I could have done better here, but I was more focused on actually getting the footage than actually surviving, and that's why I died. And a similar instance with right here on Revelations, I was more focused on getting the footage with the gun, and I was backpedaling for way too long. Understandable if you backpedal for a couple seconds to shoot the zombies, but if you're doing it for as long as I did, you're just asking for death because those zombies are going to spawn in right in front of you and you're not going to be facing that direction. They're going to sneak up on you and down you. Now this also was like when Revelations was first released and it had that glitch to where you would go down as if you had quick revive or I can't remember the glitch, but basically you would go down and then you would spectate and then you would stay there for the rest of the game. So technically you could never die in a way, but they eventually did patch that. And I think I was originally going to make a video on that, but I decided not to. So this next Revelations footage I think is pretty interesting because I specifically remember what happened here. So I was just kind of playing around. I was just going to high rounds to see how far I could go before I eventually died. And I was just chilling in the corner, spamming my Apothicon Servant with my Alchemical Antithesis, and I had to itch my balls, and you guys can sort of see what happened from there. I itched my balls, and then the zombie snuck up on me and killed me. If you get too far away from the Apothicon Servant, that Monkey Bomb effect, or dragging effect, whatever you want to kind of call it, or sucking in effect, doesn't activate, and I was a little bit too far. I should have been aware that I was too far from the shot. I should have been aware of my surroundings, but man, when your balls itch, you gotta itch them. Alright, so the next couple clips are going to be of my golden rule in zombies, and that's, if you're in the middle of a round and you're on a high round, just stay put. Don't try to go do something during the middle of a round. Just stay put. Stay in your strategy, stay alive, and then at the end of the round, you can go do your stuff. So in this footage right here with Zetsubo Nishima, I was trying to hit the box. I thought that the KT-4 would actually protect me, and I was sadly mistaken because it did the exact opposite. It probably ended up killing me, but I was just trying to spam the box and get a different gun and use that on round 50, but unfortunately, all I got was my certain death. And similar with this Mob of the Dead footage. This Mob of the Dead footage, man, really pisses me off because I remember how fucking mad I was when I played this. I think I was trying to get the Asagat. I think I had just got the Blundergat footage. I had built the little table for the Asagat, and I had yet to put the Blundergat in it, I think. So my whole goal for this was to actually just make my way up there and place the Blundergat in so I could get the Asagat, and I was so goddamn stubborn that no matter how many times I went down, I was like, okay, I really fucking need to get this, I want this footage, and I was just constantly breaking my rule. Don't do anything during the middle of a round, but survive. If I would have just played it smart and finished the round and went to round 51 and got the footage, that would have been all better. If I would have just got all the zombies rounded up into one big pile and then led them to my area, that would have probably been 10 times better than what I was trying to do. I was just trying to muscle my way straight to that Asagat and grab it so I could use it, but while doing that, I was constantly breaking my golden rule, and I eventually ended up dying, and I was pretty pissed. So this next clip, I think, is a pretty good reason as to why to always have ammo in your wonder weapon, because when I came around this corner, I had the katana out, I paused because I was like, holy shit, I'm fucked. I saw the zombies ahead of me, I knew what weapon I had out, so I tried to hurry up, switch my Apothicon Servant, but it had to be reloaded, and that's how I ended up dying. So pro tip, always have ammo in your wonder weapon. Don't be like me and just fucking die because you forgot to reload. Always reload your wonder weapon, always make sure you have ammo in it, so that way when you actually need it, it can save your ass. So now this last clip is going to be probably the most bullshit death I've ever had. So there's this little glitch on PS4, or at least it used to be. I haven't had it happen to me in a long time. But every now and then, your character would just turn left or right. Like, you wouldn't touch the joystick at all, your character would just turn left or right. And that happened to me so many fucking times in zombies. And it never really happened to me in a terrible location until I started playing Shadows of Evil a lot. I was trying to run across the wall, trying to get some footage for the bootlegger, and as soon as I actually got on that wall, my controller did that little turn right, and it turned me right, and if you do that while you're on the wall, you fall to your death, and words cannot describe how upset and how angry and how frustrated I was because of this death. The bootlegger was the only thing that I needed. Now, I did get some footage for the bootlegger, so I guess it does kind of count, but I didn't get all the footage that I wanted. I wanted to use it for a lot longer, but unfortunately, Sony had different plans and decided that now was the time for me to die. So those are all kind of the different ways that I tend to die on round 50. Now, occasionally there's just the me running into a horde of zombies or me making a stupid decision, but out of all the footage that I looked through, these were the most common ways that I die, and hopefully you see some of the bald mistakes that I was making, and hopefully you're able to correct them yourself. And also, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you guys could, please leave a like and subscribe if you haven't already. Peace.